Hey YouTube, Matty's Daddy 12, Team JMT, coming to you guys from Big Bang. I'm actually going to do a local track this week on Evos, and I'm going to give you guys a deck profile to start this thing off. So let's check it out. I've got 3 Serato, 2 Diplo, 2 Volcano, 3 YuGiOh, 3 Westlow, maining 1 Gores. I feel like Gores is just too good this format not to try to fit it in. And double effect Valor. That rounds out the monsters. Now for the spells, I've got 3 Evol Force. I've got 2 Pot of Duality, Pot of Avarice, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Heavy Storm, double MST, Mind Control, Book of Moon. I love abusing Westlow. Double Econ, abusing YuGiOh, and a flipped Westlow is too good. Only 1 Lance. I'd like to be running more of those, but just don't really have the room. And then 2, I kind of like Chalice also, so I really couldn't make up my mind. Double Warning, Solemn Judgment. I'm taking in a Vanity's Emptiness. I really think that the YuGiOh Vanity's Emptiness play is just too good not to try it out. Mirror Force, Double D Prison, Compulse, and then to protect my back row, I have a Starlight Road. Alright, now let's get into the extra deck. You're running Evos, so you've got to have double YuGiOh and double Doka. From the play testing that I've done so far, I almost like triple YuGiOh, but I don't know. We'll try this out tonight. 1 Zen Meister, really good card, allows me to abuse Westlow again. Double Utopia, because you got to have another level 4, rank 4 to go into. Chaos Ray, I like this guy. Underrated. Card is just too good. Maestroke, the Symphony Gen, new card. You guys got to try this thing out. In play testing, this thing is just too good. It has a built-in Book of Moon, and it has built-in protection, kind of like Gachi. Zen Mains, Leviair, number 30, Stardust, Scrap Dragon, and Catastor. Alright guys, the side deck real quick for you. Triple DD Crow, Triple T King, double Crossout. A lot of people aren't side decking this, but in my meta, I have a lot of Raikos, a lot of Spies, a lot of Snowman Eaters, and just a lot of stuff that people are setting, so I need them here. My 3rd MST, double Smashing Ground, a 2nd Vanity's Emptiness. This card is just too good, guys, I'm telling you. Double Bottomless Trap Hole, and Compulse. Alright guys, so now I'm going to go and play, and I will be back to you guys after each round to let you know how I did and who I played against. Alright guys, so round 1 I played against 6 Sams. I could have beat him game 1, but I kind of screwed up, made a misplay. I could have attacked over his Shogun Shin, but he had an Iroh to tribute to keep it from being destroyed. I had a 2nd monster. I could have attacked the Iroh first and then attacked the Shin, which would have cleared his field, but I attacked backwards, just not thinking. So misplay right here, which kept me from being able to eliminate his field, which gave him options come next turn, and then he just 6-Sam'd me and dropped a bunch of stuff and Shin, legendary 6-Sam Shin, and just wrecked me. Game 2, I drew all my Evilsaur monsters, which you don't want to draw them, you want them in deck, and I opened 3 copies of Evol Force, which was horrible because you need those with the evil tiles, not with the Evilsaurs. So I drew really bad. I drew into Gores, which helped me out, but didn't help me as much as it needed to. So he ends up winning game 2. So I ended up losing round 1, and I will talk to you guys after round 2. Alright, so round 2, I played against Chaos Dragons, and apparently that deck is a lot better than what I thought it was. I mean, I know it topped the YCSs here recently, but it is just a lot harder matchup than what I was expecting. And I ended up winning, but I really feel like the only reason I won games 1 and 2 was because of his bad draws. But, I mean, still, it was just, the matchup is just so much harder than what I expected. Playtesting last night, I got wrecked by Chaos Dragons all night long. But yeah, so now I said at 1-1, and I'll talk to you guys after round 3. Alright, so I played against Heroes this round.
That'd be me.
And wasn't really that bad of a matchup. He's saying he didn't draw very good, so I mean that hurts. The biggest thing was I knew that he had Super Poly, and I went into the Gen Monster, the rank 4 Gen Exceed Monster guy, a lot more often than what I normally would have. Biggest reason is because it didn't give him an option on Super Poly. He wasn't able to use my monster to go into Nova Master or Shining or whatever. So yeah, that was a big play for me. That was really good. Plus, I mean, it's got a built-in Book of Moon and it's got a built-in Gachi effect, which is really good. So I ended up winning that match. So now I'm sitting at 2-1, and I'll talk to you guys after round 4. Alright, so round 4, I played against Dark Worlds.
Dark player.
Never really struggled. I faced Skill Drain in 2 different games tonight, and ironically, it never really affected me too much either. Vanity's Emptiness was really good against him also. Forced him into negating it with Solemn Judgment once, I believe, and MSTing it another time. I think it was just a Solemn Judgment play. Anyway, I forced him into plays that he didn't want to have to make, and that stuff's so good whenever you can force your opponent into doing something that you know they don't want to do. But yeah, so I ended up winning my last match. I'm sitting at 3-1, but my first round match set me back on my tiebreaker, so I doubt I'll make top 4. But if I do, you guys will see me after top 4. If not, we'll go to the overview. So I played a 5th round. I was actually expecting it to be over after the 4 and cut the top 4, but we ended up not having we ended up having a 5th round, which kind of surprised me a little bit. But I played a Skill Drain Malefic deck, something similar to what I played several weeks ago in the one of the other local tracks that I did. He had Skill Drain and he had really big monsters, and that sucks because I didn't have either one of those. SUX, yes. But yeah, so I got beat in the face for $4,000 and $3,000 by Gadgetron, and it was just bad. I couldn't get over the big monsters that he had. I feel like I side decked well with the Vanity's Emptiness, the Bottomlesses, the Smashing Grounds. I felt like I side decked really well against him. It wasn't there for me. He had really big monsters and I didn't. So we'll go home from here and I will do an overview and we'll talk about it. Alright guys, so I'm here at my overview and going to talk about some of my card choices and stuff. So let's start off in the monsters like everybody does. My Evol Soars, these guys were all really good. 3 Serato, 2 Diplo, 2 Volcano. I probably could have afforded a 3rd Volcano. There were times that a 3rd Volcano would have been live. I don't know that if I would have really made room for it, or how I really could have made room for it, but a third Volcano probably would have been live, and it probably would have benefited me. I don't know that I really would have forced it in there or not, but anyway. 3 Ninjasho, 3 Westlow are great. Those were excellent choices, of course. Gores was excellent again. Really good main deck. I really like having that card available to me. The 2 Effect Veiler, really didn't need them quite as much as I thought I was going to. Anytime that I needed to negate monster effects, I was able to go into Dolka and was able to make my plays with Dolka also, which not just negated the effect but destroyed the monster also. So Effect Veiler wasn't nearly as good for me as what I thought it was going to be. But other than that, my monster lineup was really good for me. I felt like if I would have been in a bigger event, I would have definitely needed the Effect Veilers. But for the event that I was in tonight, Effect Veiler just really wasn't there. Spells, 3 Evil Force, great card. Pot of Duality and Avarice, those guys were great. All the staple stuff was a must. This guy is completely underrated. Everybody needs to be main decking this card. I don't understand why everybody is not main decking this card in every deck. Book of Moon, Enemy Controller. Lance, wasn't really too impressed with Lance. I like Lance in decks that you need your monsters to really stick to the field, and I think you need that in this deck with your Evil Sars. But it wasn't as good for me as what I was hoping. I don't know. I really wasn't as impressed with as I was hoping I would be. Trap lineup, Solemn Brigade was good. Vanity's Emptiness is amazing. In fact, I think in almost every one of my matchups, I side decked in the second. Vanity's Emptiness is just way too good. The meta that we're playing in right now is nothing but special summoning. And, I mean, even the stun decks right now are special summoning like crazy. It seems like. Vanity's Emptiness is just way too good. Compulse, Mirror Force, Deep Prison, all those cards were great. Starlight Road. Again, guys, I just hate Starlight Road. It is such an obvious play to your opponent. I don't think it is nearly as good as what I was hoping it was going to be. So again, I don't think I would have had that card in the deck. I think I would have ended up dropping it for something else. But it was just not nearly as good as what I was hoping it would be. Extra deck, Logia, Dolka, you gotta have them. Only made Dolka a couple of times, and I only went into one any game that I did make it. So the second Dolka kind of seemed like overkill, but you need it there, I guess. Zen Meister was excellent. I was able to abuse Westlow several times with Zen Meister. Just makes for really good plays. Utopias, 2 Utopias, Ray. This guy is so good. Built-in Book of Moon, and it's basically a gotchi. It's just too good. Zen Mains, all this stuff was needed. It was all fairly self-explanatory as far as the extra deck is concerned. I really don't know that I needed anything else. I guess I probably would have liked to have had a second Maestroke. That would probably be the only change to the extra deck that I would have made. Side deck, the Thunder Kings, the DD Crows, all of that stuff was good. Honestly, the only thing in the side deck that I think that I would have been missing was the Electric Virus. I had a matchup with Dragons tonight. I wish I would have had the Electric Virus. That's really about it. I mean, that card's actually seeing a lot of play now in a lot of side decks, mainly because you can take Dolka and Logia with them. But other than that, guys, I really don't think this deck compares near as much to Glad's as I thought it did originally. Mainly because Glad's, any Glad that you draw is always somewhat live, because you can always summon it, attack, and tag out. These guys, once you get them into your hand, you really just kind of sit there. This deck is so combo based. It's almost not even funny. I mean, you have to have all the right pieces setting at the right time to make all of these plays. In Glad's, you don't really have to have all of the combo pieces. You don't have to have the Test Tigers and the War Chariots to make the other cards good. They can all do what they do and still be good. With this, Ninjasho is good, but it's not as good if you don't have the Enemy Controller and Evil Force. Westlow is great, but if you don't have the Diplo and the Volcano in deck, it's not nearly as good. So yeah, I mean, it's it's a lot of fun to play. I enjoyed playing it, but I feel like this deck is way too combo based to really be comparable to Glad's. So I appreciate it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe, comment down below, show us how much you love us.